I'm the production designer of Halloween 8. My name is Troy Hansen, and we're in studio right now, Fast Cat Studios, and where we've built Mike Myers' house. It's based on the original house in Halloween 8, but we've extrapolated from 1978 to age it 20, 30 years now. And probably the biggest challenge in recreating the house is that doing it in an entirely artificial environment. That we have blue screens here because we're CGIing in a background, because there's no appropriate locations in the city where there's actual dilapidated houses, empty lots. I mean, empty lots get built upon. That was one of the considerations. Also, for the time of year that we're shooting this, it's we have very short evenings. We have 4 to 5 hours, and of course, we need blackness for a good, 10, 12 hours. So we've got shoot off that's a fake wall of a house there, and we'll have another one over here. We've got a backdrop of clouds here. This is all, it's an entirely created environment. I mean, all the trees and grasses have been brought in. The sidewalks are cement that have been painted. We've laid asphalt here because one of the considerations here is that we could not paint. We brought in street light, which we shot on an actual street location, but we shot from the point of view of the house across the street. And so now we're looking at the house, and we're going to cut that into the location. So the challenge was to create it artificially, and I hope it works.
I forgot the princess's cappuccino machine.
We're in the backyard of Mike Myers' house in front of the garage. In the original, there was no garage, or we never saw it, so this is, again, a fiction. We created the garage because there's a lot of action that takes place here. As you can see, there's a van here unloading equipment for the netcast, and all the video stuff ends up here in, sort of like a little video village. And we also burn this garage, and that's at the end of the film, and that's the demise of Michael Myers, or alleged demise of Michael Myers.
Burn, motherfucker!
We're standing in studio in front of Mike Myers' house. In creating this, we took the original film, and we took Mike Myers' original discovery of the house. He was coming home late at night. It's Halloween, and he walks by this window here. And this is the TV room, and he saw his sister sitting on a couch with her boyfriend. They were making out, and then they run upstairs. Then we followed him around the outside of the house. And a lot of the house we never saw in the original. So Mike Myers comes through the back door here into the kitchen. He came over to a drawer, took out the knife, turned around, then walked into the dining room here. So this is a recreation of the dining room. It's not the original wallpaper that was here, but thematically it's the same kind of pattern that was in the house of 1963. Then we followed Mike Myers into the TV room. This is the room where we just observed from the window where his sister and her boyfriend were making out on the couch. Then he followed them up the stairs here into the front hallway, and went upstairs to his sister's room where he murdered her. Because it's all on stage, we've had to build a house on 2 levels. We didn't have a high enough ceiling, so we only have the main floor here. We've cheated a second floor. The ceilings aren't quite as high as they would be originally, so that's on another set. This room here is the living room, which has never been established in any of the Halloween movies. And with this Halloween movie, we've gone back to the genesis, to the original Mike Myers house. Here we are at the entrance to the tunnels. This is sort of the sewer tunnels of Haddonfield. We modeled them very loosely on the sewers of Paris, but consequently that's why they're so much more scaled down. You can see that this is all made out of vacuform. and styrofoam bricks. And it, when it's all done, it'll be painted and it'll be seeping with, there'll be algae and molds and slime. There'll be rats running around, rat bones. There's entrances and exits through these sewer pipe openings. And in this sort of fork in the road is where Mike Myers may or may not have been living for the last 30 years.
Help me! Somebody help!
Horror movies are fun. You get to go places that you would never go. You get to create things that are over the top, that are darker, more decayed, more decrepit. Everything is more. It's fun to be working on a Halloween that, you know, like as a kid, you know, you would never think that you'd be making a Halloween. Like, who knew they'd be making Halloween 8? So that's been fun. And also that to take that original concept of the first Halloween and extrapolate from that, to take what was interesting and what worked with that, and then make it contemporary, to give it a new spin, to update it and make it something different.
Hey, Mike!
I feel very privileged to work with the crew that I have been. The painters have been fantastic. Construction, set deck, props. I mean, everybody's been working around the clock because we've had a very short prep time. And I mean, we had a new script coming out just 2 days before camera, so everything has been crunched and changing, and everybody has risen to the task, and it's really great.